Hey, yo, Yeezy, man, stop playing with these people, man. They want to see you act all crazy in this motherfucker, man. Take that jacket off and go crazy on them, man. You know what I'm talking about?
What do it mean to be the boss? It means second place is the first one who lost. The crucifixion, the being nailed to the cross. Truth or fiction, it's a hell of a cost. Do the dishes. I'm about to hit that Jeff Gordon. Michael Jordan, the only one more important. But I be feeling like Jordan when I'm recording. Cause every time I record, I duck and slap the boards. I got the whole crowd going crazy. Homie, I should be rewarded. Number one sound across the board. Hey, hey. Number one now and forevermore. Hey, hey. Number one rule is niggas gon' hate. Maybe I dropped the album, nah, y'all gotta wait. I gotta give her the eviction note. Get your ass out, bitch, vomit nose. 5 seconds to the song and we getting close. I got the power, motherfucker, if you didn't know.
Chill, man, chill, yeah, chill. Shit's burnt up already. It's over.
Yeah, so like I said, man, like my dick, it just doesn't work sometimes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about shaking it because you got gray sweats on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whoever came up with the 2 shake rule, you're a fucking dickhead.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
what I heard at least.
Yeah. I'm wearing sweatpants shorts. Anyway, so Dominic Layko, host of the Laykshow. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, man. He actually sent me your podcast when it just came out,
I
right?
did, but how did I come across it? Because I have no idea.
I'm very curious how you came across it.
Honest to God, I have no idea. I think somebody shared it that you were just starting up.
Okay.
And then I sent it to Luke, and then I just totally forgot about it.
Well,
I was like, shit, I'll try it out. I'll give it a shot. And I listen to it every week. I'm not going to lie.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, bro. What would you say your podcast is about? Because you cover a wide variety of topics.
I do cover a wide variety of topics. Mainly, my main focus is to focus on motivation and inspirational content. Mm-hmm. When I was thinking about making my podcast, because it's something I wanted to do for a little bit now, but the more I thought about it, I could do another sports podcast, sports talk, anything like that, but I felt I have more to offer doing motivational and inspiration because of what I've been through in my life, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about any of that stuff. So this is a way for me to branch out to everyone, letting them know that, you're not the only one going through this, that, and the other. So just listen to me. I'll help you through it because I've been through a lot.
Yeah. Do you have people that send you in like issues and stuff like that, and you talk about them and go through all that?
I have. I've had friends text me different things like, listening to this is very soothing. It's very calming. And it really made me think about my choices and my life direction.
Yeah.
So, I didn't make it to get money out of it or anything. I made it genuinely to help people. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how big it gets. Yeah. Obviously, I would love it to become the next Joe Rogan show, that level of viewership. But if I can help someone at the end of the day overcome whatever it is they're struggling with, that's a win.
Mm-hmm, definitely. What I wanted to talk to you about is you talk about depression, anxiety a lot on your show, mm-hmm. and what was on my mind today, preparing for this episode, was do you think that the people that made smartphones, like Steve Jobs, for example, do you think he ever thought that all this chaos in terms of mental health, anxiety, depression would result from that creation alone?
I don't really think so. When you come up with a new invention, I don't think you think about the possible downsides of it, but it's no secret that the use of technology like that, social media aspect.
That's the thing, is Steve Jobs, so he created the iPhone, okay?
Well, did he even create the iPhone, though?
Well, that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother thing.
I don't know.
Is that a conspiracy that he didn't create the iPhone?
I don't know if he did.
No, I just think, wasn't he in partnership with somebody else? I don't fucking know.
But did he create the iPhone?
I don't know. Who created the iPhone? I'm just saying, you said Steve Jobs. All right, so we start with technology, but it's not the iPhone itself that is causing all this shit. It's the social media and everything that comes with, honestly, just social media. Your cell phone?
Not true. I don't think that's true.
You don't.
iMessage?
I don't know.
You're communicating through a screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes
But that's
way.
the thing is, okay, so somebody has your cell phone number. So
okay.
I have Luke's number. But it's up to you if I follow you on Instagram or not.
Right, but
it's up to you if I get your number. You could block me.
I could.
If I text you. If I come out and I say anything. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I was backwards when I said it. you can't control who gets your phone number because you have my number. You could give it to somebody else. I don't want them to have my number. It goes back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, I control my social media. So I control who I accept to follow me, who I don't want to follow me, who I could block, who I could do whatever. You know, somebody could text you under an anonymous number and you have no idea who they are.
It's true. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of like
So you're wrong.
no, I'm not. In terms of like communication between like a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, like in relationships, like you're telling me that like
Is there something going on in
No,
yours
no,
that you need to talk about?
I'm sorry if you're communicating mainly through social media and Instagram
It's
DMs.
just
I think
DMs. It's no phone calls, no FaceTime.
no FaceTime, no phone calls, no
Strictly
nothing.
you up text.
no, listen. What I'm saying is like you get in a fight with your girl over text message. It's like you wouldn't if say we're like back in the 80s or 90s, for example, when you don't have smartphones. You're not going to get in this argument over text where you're like talking to a black box. If you get in an argument, it's going to be in person. You'll be able to work it out. But like when you're texting, you don't see emotions. You could use emojis, but like it's not the same.
It's not the same, but different texts give off
Right.
different vibes.
But think about like
But
how
I think we're so good as a generation that like the only people that I hear that have issues with sensing tone and stuff like that are like my parents or something, my grandparents, where they're the ones that say, well, how could you text all the time? You don't know their emotions. You don't know their tones. We as a generation are so good.
We're good at figuring that out.
We're good at figuring out, like you text a girl all day, every day for 2 days. And then on the third day, shit gets different and you realize
Listen,
it.
we
You
all
know
notice
it.
we all notice patterns and themes.
Exactly.
On that third day,
Exactly.
if one little thing doesn't line up, we know where it's going.
Something's
Yeah.
going off and you're like, and then you say, what's wrong? And they say, nothing.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
or it's fine.
Yeah.
I hate
Fuckers.
Nothing.
fuck that.
Nothing.
I hate
Everything's
that
fine. Yeah,
text.
yeah.
But no, I'm saying like it doesn't have to be like us that I'm talking about, but like maybe people in their 40s or 50s, like our parents. Like think about how many like marriages have ended based off of that. You know what I mean?
Based off of a text message? I hope
no,
not
like
many.
communicating through text.
I hope marriages have not failed because of communication.
They
through
failed because of
text.
COVID.
That's because you're stuck in the same house.
What do you mean?
You're stuck in the same house with that person.
But if
Listen,
you're-
Luke,
if
your
you're-
fucking points don't line
Okay,
up,
well,
brother.
hear me out on this. It's my parents just left for Georgia because my brother's in the military. He's going to be graduating at Fort Benning. It feels so fucking good not having him in the house right now because I'm peace and quiet. I could do me. Nobody's there to bug me. So if you're locked down
Jerk
with the
off
same,
with the volume up. I get it. I get it. We've all
so
been there.
if you're together for such a long period of time, I mean, you're gonna want to rip each other's heads off. It's like when I go on vacation with my friends. You know, I love them all, and I would do it again and again. Doesn't change the fact that sometimes being under the same roof, you want to rip their heads off.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
after a week, it gets old.
marriage.
No, vacation.
Marriage is different. You have to explain.
Marriage is
that.
different, and I think marriage caused a lot of people to, or COVID with marriages caused a lot of people to be confined, and now you're basically relearning who this person's become, because let's think about how our lives were before COVID, before the lockdown. You're married and you have 2 kids. You go to work, you are away from each other. Then you got to take so and so to practice. They go to practice. Then you guys sit down for dinner. Then maybe you'll watch a TV show together. Whatever. You go to bed. I mean, you have these conversations, but they're not deep and in depth. And I think when COVID ruined marriages, I think it ruined marriages that probably weren't that strong in the first place.
That I can agree with. You have to have a strong communication connection with that significant other.
Absolutely.
In
Makes
order for it
sense.
to last. So if it's already doomed from the start, that just amplifies it.
Yeah.
Or if they were having issues and now you're locked in the same house for a month.
Yeah, it could get cynical.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. No, but it's just like I don't know. Going back to it, I want to get back to my point here because I think it's a valid point.
Your point that what text messages ruin
yes,
marriages?
I'm just saying like text messages have definitely ruined at least one relationship.
Yeah, because
One
you were sending
marriage.
dick pics to another woman.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's like context, not understanding the context.
So what's the context of sending those dick pics?
I'm not even talking about dick pics. I'm just saying in general. Like, have you ever gotten anxiety from a text before? Like, we need to talk.
100%.
Right.
Absolutely.
100%.
So before phones, that never would have happened. Before smartphones, that doesn't really happen.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're going to get that anxiety because also we need to talk. I didn't see you in the morning. I didn't wake up with you in the morning. I don't think people who are happily married in their 40s are sending "we have to talk" text messages. Because you know who sends those? People who want to have control. If you send a "we have to talk" text, you want to have control of the situation.
Maybe not necessarily. You could just be like uncomfortable with your relationship, I feel like.
I would prefer someone just to be waiting at the fucking front door. Like,
exactly, because
giving me the death stare. It's like, all right, let's fucking talk about it.
Well, would you rather have like the anticipation build all day? Meaning, okay, say you go to work, you get a text at like 10:55 a.m.
Your wife's a cunt. If she's texting you at 10 a.m., we have to talk. I just left the house at 8.
I agree. Say she stumbles upon something and she just can't find it within herself to hold back what she has to say to you, right? And so she sends that text at 10:55 a.m. Well, you don't get home till fucking 6. And so the anxiety builds and builds, and she doesn't want to call you because that would make sense, right? So she wants to wait to just entrench her claws into you with this argument that she's been building all day long, strengthening it and strengthening it and strengthening it until finally when you open the door, you just get this blast of anger in your face and everything blows up on you. You've been mentally preparing, okay, what have I done? What have I done? You ask, what have I done? What have I done? Through the text.
You play every scenario that you possibly could have done in your head.
And you end up playing yourself.
It's possible.
And then
I've been there. You get those anxiety texts, and then you're like, "What have I done in the past 10 years that might be that she might be bringing up?"
Yeah, you're thinking about the worst of the worst. Oh shit, I killed somebody. I hope she. Just saying, like hypothetically.
Strong hypothetical.
Yeah, strong hypothetical. Oh shit, I kill somebody. You come home and it's like. You left the garage door open. It's like that shit.
Okay, but
you know
that's the thing,
mean?
though. I don't think that if that's going to ruin a marriage, you shouldn't be with that person in the first place. Because that person single-handedly ruined your day, and they knew what they were doing because they wanted to have control of the situation.
I can't lie. I completely left that topic.
Yeah, you have no idea. Let's just not even circle back because we're not going to fucking even.
We're at a point of no return for that topic.
Yeah.
Bad take. Holy shit. What a start.
That was miserable.
What a start. But no, like I seriously think that even though, okay, let's move aside from like the iMessage texting thing, like social media has definitely contributed to the mental health crisis in this country, no doubt.
100%.
Yeah. Do you think that was avoidable?
I don't, because eventually, like, here's the thing. When Instagram became a thing, I knew right away that people were going to be posting like all the big shit, like mansions, Bugattis, all the great things about life. So the problem with social media is a lot of us love to do comparative like standards. I know that a lot of people my age, I feel like us included, we would all love that shit.
Yeah.
But I know also from experience that we do post all the good parts about our lives, but you have no idea what the hell people are actually going through. That happy couple you may see, they may be absolutely miserable. Or, you know, people going on vacation to Fort Lauderdale, Dubai, wherever it may be. You see the luxurious...
Two totally different places. Fort Lauderdale, Dubai.
Hey, either way, both could be luxurious in both ways.
Absolutely.
So when you do that comparative standard shit to that, you know, it really puts you down. I've done it myself for a long time. I've been comparing myself to others where they are in their lives compared to where I am. But I put things into perspective like, okay, that's not the full story. Like that can't be. So
it's crazy because like a lot of these social media stars, like you find out that like all this shit's just like rented, and none of this like this life that they're projecting is actually like real.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy.
There's a lot of frauds out there.
There's too many, and
But I think the frauds come from seeing those social media aspects, and then they want to be that, they want to post that, but the only way to do it, they don't have the money to buy it, they got to rent it.
But even then, like that negatively contributes to like people like us, like normal people, because we grow up looking at all this and it's like, oh fuck, you know, I wish I could be that. A lot of girls, unfortunately, like they see like these unrealistic body standards or like Photoshop or whatever, and they resort to self-harm. It's crazy.
Which is wild to me, the self-harm that they do because of their body. I mean, I think I talked about it on a podcast before.
A while ago.
Yeah, there was a girl that she didn't like her body and she carved the word fat into her arm. It's like, work out.
That's unnecessary. Here's what I'll tell people. Like, I get it.
Dude, I'm fat too. I mean, I don't. I'm fat too. People call me fat all the time. I don't fucking carve it into my arm. Just work out, change it. Bleep. What the fuck did I say?
No, you would never catch me doing something that extreme.
No.
Yeah.
But I get it that sometimes you are down that bad to where you feel like you need to do those things. But what I would tell people is, if you are unhappy with the way you look from a fitness standpoint, and you're gonna bitch without putting in any work, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you.
It's not going to change.
Yeah.
Till
Exactly. You have to put in the
Definitely.
fucking work.
Yeah.
I've been going to the gym 5 days a week for as long as I can remember. And I'm still not what I want to look like, but I know what the alternative is of just sitting around doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and I bet if you took pictures or looked at pictures back from like when you started versus like what you are now, there's obviously progress.
I looked at pictures from me as a senior just the other day, and I look at myself now, I'm like, damn, I wish I looked like that back in high school. I would have been a fucking D1 athlete or something.
There you yeah, for real. It's crazy. But like body dysmorphia, I feel like that's more prevalent in guys than girls in terms of like working out and like workout progress. Would you say that, or what do you think?
Name one guy who likes doing legs. I'll wait. There's not one guy out there who genuinely likes to do legs.
The only thing I don't like to do is squat. I hate squatting. I do it, but I don't like to do it.
The reason I do legs is so I don't look like a chump when I'm forced to wear bathing suit shorts at the beach.
Yeah.
Or just falling over because your legs can't support yourself.
I don't know if I agree with that because, I mean, I'm a big guy, so you have people who, I think the attraction levels are different.
What do you mean by that?
So I think it all stems down to you want to be attractive for the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you're into. But at the end of the day, you want to find a mate. So I think that's where it stems from. And then
You're my mate.
and then social media and then social media takes it and it runs with it.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's when you start seeing, oh, she liked that guy's picture, look at his body. And you know, oh, he liked that girl's picture, look at her ass,
Yeah.
you know, and then it goes from there, and then it just continues to snowball.
What's your guys' TikTok algorithms like? Because mine, I can't lie. I'll just say mine right now. My personal one is just filled with ass. Just uncontrollable ass shaking no matter what.
I could have guessed that, honestly.
No, he said it before, so I didn't want to take it because I knew what it was.
Straight ass.
Mine's food recipes. Females. And then UFC. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mine's a bunch of sports, motivation, and gym shit.
I feel like a piece of shit.
You're dirty.
Just ass.
That's just my
Straight
personal.
ass, nothing
TikTok
else.
is just it's a war. It's the pregame to fucking beating off. He goes on there and then he starts scrolling and then he's like, all right, now we take it to the big stage.
I don't really jerk off anymore.
You don't?
No.
That's good for you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we talked about it. We talked about it 2 episodes ago that we don't know the last time we watched porn.
Yeah.
Have you watched porn since?
No, I gave it up for Lent.
Oh, that's right.
For Lent.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
What a thing to give up for Lent.
What a Catholic, right?
Yeah.
But no, I gave it up for Lent, and yeah, I've been true on. I haven't broken it.
That's good. What's your opinion on porn?
I think it's ridiculously stupid.
Do you watch it though?
No.
Good.
I couldn't
Good
tell
for
you.
you. Good for you.
That was a little bit intrusive.
Hey, it's
He was like,
an interview.
I
Do you
personally
watch it?
hate it.
Yeah.
I think it diminishes.
I didn't say do you watch it.
though?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know because we had talked about it, and you know,
I'm just fucking.
everybody comes.
to a conclusion.
Everybody
about
comes.
porn.
Everybody comes. No, I'm gonna stick with that statement now. Everybody comes.
the
everybody,
clarity is for real right
yeah,
now.
everybody comes. Everybody wants to come. So it just depends on how you come.
Do you
You get
beat
what I
off
mean?
into a sock?
No, but I'm saying it's you either have.
I never understood the sock thing.
Neither do I. Neither do
I didn't
I.
understand the
Yeah.
tissue thing.
Well,
Like they keep the 3 tissues.
Okay, I don't understand any of it. What the fuck do you get out of it?
Okay, so
if we're being real, Like, what do you really get out of it? Oh my gosh. Other than post-nut clarity that you feel like a piece of shit.
I mean, an orgasm, but there's
the orgasm.
That's
There was
fair
a guy.
statement.
There was a guy when I was junior in high school. And the people that went to my high school, they probably know this guy is. He doesn't have a social media. He's not like on the grid.
He was a weird guy, wasn't he?
He
jerked off in school, didn't he?
There was a place called RedTube.
Oh,
RedTube.
Fuck.
There's a website called RedTube, and this guy would make videos.
Shut up.
Of him with a sock.
No.
And then it would progressively come off.
No.
Shut up.
Until you saw the little 3-inch dong. That's 3 inches.
Was he using an ankle sock or like a?
It was
a long Nike.
I think it might have been an ankle.
An ankle sock.
Yeah. Terrible quality. I think he came from an impoverished home.
Okay, so number one.
He was
number one. Who found the first video?
He was a band.
I want to know who was scrolling through the internet and just said, "Yeah, this is the website for me."
On RedTube.
Yeah, at least put it on Pornhub. I watched the Pornhub story on Netflix. That was pretty good.
I don't follow.
There's a documentary about Pornhub on Netflix.
No shit. Remember?
Okay. I heard they were coming out with that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna check it out or not.
I'm incriminating myself here. Do you guys remember when you could only watch 3 Pornhub videos in a day?
There's a part of me that wants to think that I remember that, but not very.
Is that do you remember that?
Back then, I mean, honestly, back then I probably wasn't too picky. Like, if I was to watch porn, like since the last time I've watched it, you scroll and you scroll and you scroll because now you know what you like. But back in the day, I mean, you just find the first one. Oh, there's tits.
He's like, well, this is what I'm into now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big black chicks. Here we go.
I remember when you only were able to watch 3, maybe not in one day, like a certain period of time. And then, but that was when like you had to pay for it, so they would just like say like they would advertise. That's why remember when Kanye got like free Pornhub forever or like for a year or whatever.
I don't recall. No, I wish I did.
You got that shit? Like
they like gave it to him or whatever.
Seriously?
Yeah, lucky. That was back in like 2016. Because there was an there was an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, and he was like, yeah, how are you adjusting like fatherhood and stuff like that? And he was like, man, I still watch Pornhub, like, and everybody started laughing, but I was like, oh, that's kind of sad.
That's kind of sad. Great example for your kids, man. Like,
yeah, like
that's fucked up.
They're gonna find that shit.
Yeah.
How about when he was talking about
they're gonna find shit about his wife or about their mother. So I wouldn't be too worried about daddy watches Pornhub. Mommy's on Pornhub.
Oh God.
I've seen her too.
We all have. We all have.
Bro, talk about the terrible quality of that video.
I know, you would think Ray J's a multi-millionaire.
Dude, you would think back
then.
He
used like a Nokia to record that. Like, come on, dude, get some 4K shit.
A Nokia would have been like a step up.
Probably.
He's using like an iPhone 3.
An iPhone 3.
In the dark.
First iPhone I ever had was the iPhone 11.
Really?
I was an Android loser for a long time.
You were a green text kind of guy?
Yeah.
What was that
Fucked
like?
up the group messages, didn't you?
Yep. It fucking sucked. It's the worst, one of the worst feelings in the world.
Well, welcome to the family.
I appreciate that.
Of course. It was an extended hand for a couple seconds there.
I know.
I was a little bit insecure about it, to be honest with
worry,
you. But
I got you.
I stood my ground.
I stood my ground. See, good things happen.
Yeah, what do you think, like, people with Androids, like, still think? Like, right now, an Android in 2023, like, why haven't you converted?
All the people that I know that have Androids think they're better than iPhone users.
I will say the guy that jerked off in the sock had an Android.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
We all knew that without you even telling us. Dude, I would have.
He looked like
If
Arthur.
you asked me what phone he used, I probably would have assumed an Android.
He definitely looked like Arthur the Anteater. Is Arthur even an anteater? Can I say that?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah. Are we sure that?
I think so.
I think people just know him as Arthur.
Arthur the Anteater. Arthur.
I've never referred to him as that. I just refer to him as Arthur.
I bet some people do refer to him as Arthur.
Probably.
The
There's probably someone out there.
Anteater.
Well, Arthur has a lot of sticky socks, so.
Like the cartoon character?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
That's a little.
You're talking about the guy, right? The guy that I was talking about. Dude, yeah, he looked like Arthur. He had a big ass afro. And he was like the stereotypical like weird band kid. I mean, we all knew he was weird after that video.
Are you sure it wasn't Andrew Lucas? Clip it and send it to him. I hope he enjoys that.
No, it wasn't Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. Man. It wasn't Andrew. No, this dude, he was a little bit weird. He didn't talk. He wasn't like really social at all. Wasn't a really social guy. I think he played the drums in the band. Did you ever have any weird people like that in high school? Not that like made porn videos.
I mean,
We had a dude that beat off in class. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Now, can I ask, is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah. No, like, wait, hang on.
What?
Time out. Is there anything wrong with beating off in class? Yes. Was there something mentally wrong with him? Yes.
I can't.
Do you not have an issue with that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so your podcast.
Yeah, your podcast.
What a transition.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we've done worse transitions before, trust
That's
me.
fine.
We have not done any transitions on the show or ever. I would never cut my dick off.
I wouldn't either.
I would never.
No.
No.
Have you seen like the virtual like play-by-play of the surgery? It's not like actual, but it's all animated.
I saw like part of a clip of it, and then I immediately turned it off. I just don't want to see that shit whatsoever.
They like cut it
crazy.
straight from the tip down to the taint.
It's like an inverted penis. It's quite fascinating, actually. Mad respect for the people that actually go through with it. I will say that.
It's gotta hurt. It's gotta
Of course,
hurt.
yeah. But like everything
Unless
else
you're
in life.
sedated. I mean, you don't feel shit.
No, I'm saying when you wake, you have to be sedated for it. I'm assuming, but it's when you wake up, like that's gotta hurt.
Oh, probably.
Like your first pee, like that's gotta hurt like a motherfucker.
Do you even pee? Or do you get like a catheter?
No, you still pee because they still have a pee
yes, but like out of
I'm not an expert in this field, so I wouldn't know.
out of the manufactured vagina, or like is there like a catheter? My uncle, when he had ALS, I shouldn't say when he was still like alive, he had ALS and he couldn't pee for whatever reason, so he had a catheter. Would it be like something like that?
No.
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 Do you speak from experience?
No, I just know.
How do you know?
Because I think a big part of it is that we've come so far in science.
What is your Google search history like?
Mine or Luke's?
Yours.
Mine?
Honestly, both of you, but I'm more concerned about you right now.
Why? Because I know that they don't pee out of a catheter?
How do you know that?
We've come so far in science that I guarantee you if they can take your dick and turn it into a vagina, they can sew a pee hole in there. I will Google it.
Google it then, because I'm quite fascinated by this this topic here. I actually I know somebody. I went to this place. I don't want to name like the business, but this person was working at a place where I got my flat tire fixed, and man to woman, but she hadn't gotten the surgery. I say she because like I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful or whatever.
Yeah.
Because this person was like generally nice to me. But like she was talking to her friend that came in for whatever reason about getting the surgery, and she said she was like 63. So,
okay.
But like I don't know, like to get the surgery, I feel like you have to feel that way, you know. It's really hard for me to put myself in their like shoes because like I've never. What's the stats?
Number one, it's called vaginoplasty.
What? Say it again.
It's called vaginoplasty.
That's gonna go on TikTok. How do you spell that?
V-A-G-O. Yeah, V-A-G-I-N-O.
Like veg.
V-A. Did I say V-E?
Yeah, I don't know.
Vag. No, plasty.
Huh.
I
Like
haven't found it yet. I don't really know what to look up.
vaginoplasty.
Yeah, I really don't know what
Just
I'm
scroll
supposed to
down a
be
little bit
Googling.
in your search history. I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll find what you're looking for.
You might get on a government search list.
Is peeing after sex actually important?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I'm at
it
Of
is.
course. Of
Of
course.
course.
Keep talking.
For the
boys.
girl.
It'll take me a second.
I'm just kidding.
For that bitch.
Do that.
Do you ever refer to girls as bitch? Cause like he just said. Because I can't bring myself to do it.
I can't unless you like really, really piss me off.
Yeah.
Like
I'd rather say cunt.
I don't know. I think I'd rather say bitch.
I don't know. I just can't take myself seriously.
Unless I was British.
Yeah.
Then I would say cunt.
I don't know. I don't. What?
I don't say cunt.
Oh, I love that word.
I try not to say cunt
You're a better man than me.
Like, I don't call girls cunts.
No,
But, like, if I'm with my girlfriend, I'll be like, yeah, that girl's a cunt. She'll say, yeah, she is.
I'll use
Which
it
is
as
wild.
I'll use it as a
That's
term.
awesome.
It is great.
I'll use it as like a term of endearment. Like, quit
Wow,
being a
that's-
cunt.
that's not even
You
close.
fucking cunt.
So you'll say that, but you won't say bitch?
Yeah, I also won't say the word pussy ever. I can't bring it within myself to do so.
Except right now.
Well,
Why can't you wait in a sexual
In what-
interaction?
yeah,
I can't do it. I will never.
So what do you
it.
say?
Vagina.
That just seems
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
That just feels so.
Or have you ever referred to it as a gash?
Hang on.
I want to stick my dick in your gash.
So do you say dick? Do you say cock? Do you say
Someone said ditch before.
Cock when I feel a little bit ballsy.
Okay.
But just dick.
okay? So
Sometimes I go penis.
like I was gonna say, are you like I don't want to put my penis in your vagina?
Stroke my penis.
That was just so clear in my head, dude. I about walked off set. Holy fuck!
You walked off campus.
I almost had to. I'm not even gonna look it up. I know that they don't pee in fucking catheters.
This beautiful podcasting campus that we have for ourselves. The people that are walking behind us all work for me. Every single one of them.
Yeah, you're a real Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Do you...
What a callback.
What a callback. Do you ever see the joke? I think it's Bill Burr. It's like it's Steve, like he's imitating like Steve Jobs or whatever, and he's saying how like he actually didn't invent shit. He just like put a bunch of like scientists into a room, like locked the door and said like build the fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
And like when it didn't work, he would have
Bill
given them
Burr's
food.
so great.
I love Bill Burr. He's one of my favorite comedians. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he's up there for me.
The best one and my favorite is Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle's there. I went to see Chappelle
Did you?
in
Columbus?
October in Canton. It was outdoors. It was still good though. He had like Donnell Rollins open up for him, Kathy Griffith. Kathy Griffith? No, not Kathy Griffith. The other one, the girl with the red hair. I think she might be a little bit light skinned.
I don't know who he's talking
Kathy
about.
Griffith is actually obnoxious as fuck. I'm not a fan of her. Who's the Michelle Wolf? Michelle Wolf, and then somebody else. But Donnell Rollins is probably the most funny one. I enjoyed that. He was talking about like killing dogs. It was a good time. It was a good time. But he's what would you say like your top 5 comedians if you could?
Top 5 comedians. Dave Chappelle 1, Chris Rock 2, Kevin Hart 3, Bill Burr 4, and then Joe Rogan at 5.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
I'm still thinking of my list. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you on my list?
Yeah.
Are we going all time?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. There's no criteria here. Just like 5 comedians.
Oh, okay. Probably Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, Joey Diaz.
He's so fucking
Oh,
funny.
he's amazing. Dave Chappelle. And it's a toss-up between Burr. No, it's not. It's got to be Burr. It's got to be Burr.
Mine's got to be Tim Dillon, number 1. I love that guy.
I can't get into his stand-up.
Oh my gosh, love that guy. Ricky Gervais, definitely put Ricky Gervais up there. Schultz, Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh, I forgot all about him.
he's just so entertaining.
so entertaining.
I liked his most recent special too.
Infamous was so good.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Have you seen Shane Gillis's stand-up special?
Okay, yeah, Shane
Fucking amazing.
Gillis at number 4. And then,
Shane doesn't make my top 5 because I kind of went of all time and like most favorite, but my favorite, I don't want to say up and comer because he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
But he's finally getting traction now and progressing into his prime. Shane's gonna be amazing.
well, it's crazy because like he got fired from SNL. He never was on an episode. They pulled up a podcast episode of him, and he said like it might have got like 100 views before.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said like the slur for Asian people. I don't want to have to go back and edit it. Starts with a C. You can Google it on your own if you would like. Just don't say it. And I didn't really realize it was like a slur. You ever do that? Like say like a slur that you didn't know was a slur.
All the white slurs because I love them all.
Yeah, I called my one friend, not friend, but coworker at the time. I used to work at a banquet center. Yeah, I guess for my friend. I used to work at a banquet center, and I was like imitating somebody saying, and like he was gay, and I didn't know. And I just remember like he was like, not like I was I don't know. And then my manager came
More
out.
like
She's
shock, I
like,
mean.
yeah. My manager came out. She's like, did you just say? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what? She's like, you're not supposed to say that. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever said anything out of pocket like that, but I
don't
did.
know.
When I was younger, I flipped off my mother. I didn't know what the middle finger meant at the time. I was
Not even close to where Luke's at. Not even close.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't mouthed off and saying shit, but I have done shit.
I never thought that jerking off. I mean, I felt like jerking off was a sin because you would feel like a shame. I would never do it in pub with people watching.
Okay.
You know
Caught
what I mean?
himself.
Yeah. Okay, Louis.
Yeah. He's my number 4, by the way, or 5. You didn't let me say that.
Because you started on a racial slur tangent.
It wasn't really a tangent. It was just a talking point. But yeah, I knew that it was bad, but like I never knew like why, like what it was. Mm-hmm. Do you guys remember? We're gonna go back to this. Do you guys remember the first time you came? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought I broke my dick. It was. I vividly remember summer before 7th grade. I'm on my bed, sunny day. All of a sudden, this burn. It was clear. It's not clear anymore. It was a slight burn, like slight.
Might have broke your dick.
Yeah,
Dude.
shit. Well, it's fixed. I got news for you. It's fixed.
It's fixed.
Yeah, but it was like this clear substance. It wasn't even white or gray, or whatever color cum is.
Gray.
Well, I don't know what color is cum. White. I think it's white.
White.
Yeah, it's like white.
Right? Like is that the color though? Because like white's like.
It depends
that
on how much water you drink. You never realize that?
No,
Like the more hydrated you are, it's different.
I thought that was just for pee.
No, it's for cum too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, isn't it true? Like if you
My
eat.
fuck. I don't have a PD or a PhD. I mean,
No, but you said it yourself. You're a doctor.
I am a doctor.
You're a
yes.
doctor.
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Isn't it true though?
Not a
Like,
doctor, but I'll take a look.
you're such a perv. Isn't it true that like if you eat fruit, like your cum tastes sweeter?
It's pineapple, and that's what all the whores would say in high school. So I'm gonna go with it.
Huh.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know either. Maybe I'll try it.
I think you should.
We had a guy that tried to eat his own cum, or he actually did eat his own cum.
Oh my god.
He went to your school.
Say his name and bleep it.
Where'd you go to school?
Say that, bleep that too. Say his name and bleep it. Oh yeah.
Who?
You know who that guy is?
You know?
I know the name.
Yeah. So funny story about. Funny story about
Whoops.
him. Yeah. So fucking. We're deep into the podcast, so if anybody's actually listening at this rate, they're good people.
We say that all the time.
I know. So let's bleep it all out, but he had, not this story. My girlfriend's birthday was last month. Posted something on Snapchat saying happy birthday. And I tagged her. He added her. She texted me. She said, "Who's this?"
Oh shit.
And,
Oh, boy.
And I haven't talked to this kid, I swear to God, since 7th grade, 8th grade. Haven't talked to him. So he snaps my girlfriend. Like, he's laying in bed. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
He says, "Happy birthday." And she, like, it was a picture, like, of him. And she texted, like, "Who are you?"
I'm scared.
No,
to
it's
hear the rest of
nothing.
this.
It's nothing that crazy. But she was like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Oh, blah blah blah. Like I got you off of Ryan Snap." And he goes, or she said, "Well, yeah, I'm his girlfriend." And
Conflict of interest.
he's like, "Well,"
Oh, boy.
he's like, "Well, I didn't know that." And I'm thinking, you grimy fuck. Who posts just a random girl on their birthday? I mean, not
With
many
heart emojis,
not
kissy
many,
emojis.
Not many guys post for random girls' birthdays. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But it's funny that you just brought his name up because I haven't thought about him in fucking 13 years since.
It just came.
Just came.
Just like he tried to taste it.
Yeah. I wonder how it tasted. He said it gave like nutrients or whatever. I don't know. He's also said it like make
What
you
is it?
grow
High in
taller.
protein?
Makes you grow
He said
taller.
that same shit. That was the argument that he used. I was like,
So what do you drink it like eggs?
I don't know.
I'll stick with a Premier Protein shake.
I was gonna say
over that.
I think
Water
whey
and a bang.
protein's
Whey
pretty
protein,
good.
anything like that. Ghost,
Yeah.
anything.
Is the battery still good?
Yeah, we're good. We're creeping up. We're at 47.
All right. We'll end it at like around an hour. But yeah, bro, like I would never resort to that ever in my life. Unless I got... Have you ever tried to suck your own dick?
No.
We had a kid in high school who tried to do that too.
No.
Somebody...
What the fuck is wrong?
Nah, he
Some
couldn't
people.
do it. Most people can't. I can't. I haven't tried because I just know I can't. If I had to suck a dick, though, I know I would do a really good job. I'm going to say it. Gun to your head. Dude, come on. Don't push your mic away. Gun to your head.
Okay,
They say, I will kill your mother unless you blow me. You're not going to give him a fucking 5-star blowjob? You're a dude. You have a dick. You know what your dick is like. I can confidently say that I can probably suck dick better than I can eat pussy. And I've never tried to suck a dick. Dude, what are you guys looking at me for so flabbergasted? You don't agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Thank you.
Because like here's the thing, like
Because you've lived with your dick the entire time. Dicks are so simple, but at the same time you know how dicks are.
like girls think it's so complex. You don't even have to do any of this. All you have to do, literally, the tip, no teeth. That's it. The 2 T's, no teeth, and the tip. That's it. Don't perform like this thing, whatever. You're not playing the fucking flute. You literally, you can go no hands if you want. Just like Bob, like I mean, I don't have experience doing it. You know what I mean?
But I've seen enough porn.
It's like the tip of a popsicle. It's not that hard. Just blow a blow job, not a bite job. Have you ever gotten that before? Like teeth with the blow job?
No.
No, I can't say I have.
Nah, I've been there. It's not a fun. It's
Anyways,
not a
your
fun.
podcast.
Your podcast. We tried to do that.
That's
your
okay.
podcast.
We have Luke. We get
So
here.
many tangents.
We get here. We're in the elevator. Luke goes, "Yeah, I want to get real deep and philosophical in this episode." We are 50 minutes in, and we have not once touched a deep or philosophical thought. I just said I'd be better at sucking dick than eating pussy.
I just talked about jerking off at 3 years old.
And Luke has been jerking off from 3 to 22, and most of it's been done in the bathroom of a public school.
That's
Like
false.
I said, he's the Tom Brady of it.
He's
That
the
is-
goat.
that is false. That is
he's
false.
the goat.
That's false.
He's like Messi, you're like Ronaldo.
Definitely messy, but not in the soccer. God, just messy in general.
Anyways, your
Gets everywhere.
podcast.
Your podcast.
Let's get back
How's
to
it
that.
going? How's it going?
So far, so good. I hope to be on Apple Podcasts real soon,
Yeah.
followed by Google Podcasts. And eventually, I want to get on YouTube, start recording and stuff. Obviously, I need to bank in a little bit more money,
course.
get more equipment and all that stuff. But that's where I'm heading. And I just reached 500 total downloads today,
There you
which
go.
I'm happy about.
When
That's
did you
awesome.
start?
I started in January 9th, I believe, if I remember correctly. January 9th, I started.
So relatively recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know for one, I enjoy looking forward to your episodes. You release every Monday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I liked when you brought, what was that, your uncle on, and it was like a half an hour podcast.
Yep.
I thought it was pretty insightful, definitely. Just pick his brain a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anyone who is fortunate enough to grow up, like, obviously I've had my struggles, but I've also been very fortunate, especially with people like that in my life.
Yeah.
My uncle's a successful businessman, his own right. He's had to claw tooth and nail to get where he is. The stuff him and my aunt went through, it's no joke. Like, they struggled a little bit, but, you know, the more you struggle, the more it builds you. So having that in my life and me being in business and wanting to do that for the rest of my life, you know, who better to learn from than my own uncle?
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely think you have to struggle in relationships, especially early on. Helps your bond. I mean, maybe you don't have to, but it certainly helps.
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of people are searching for the one who's just like them.
Yeah.
If you are just like, what do you need that person for?
Yeah.
You're that person.
Exactly.
Why do you need that person? Like, the same. You need someone. No, I'm not saying complete polar opposite, because then you'll just be bickering back and forth every day. But to grow together and have a strong like bond, I would say you definitely need to have some differences in views and opinions.
Yeah.
That's what allows you to grow and come together and like compromise with each other.
Yeah. Would you guys like say this is how you think too? Like, cause I feel like as I'm progressing in life, I've always been like looking for like somebody to marry that was like similar to like my mom in terms of like characteristics, right? Would you say that's like the case?
If you have a good mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you have a good mother, I think that's the most attractive thing a woman could do. I mean, outside of any other aspect, is you want that caregiver. You want someone who you know at the end of the day is going to take care of you.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, I agree with that 100%.
And I feel like I'm not a girl today, but I feel like in general, like girls that have good fathers like look for the same thing. You know what I mean? What do you think? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like a husband, like a partner, sort of.
I mean, you see things that you're. I mean, I made that face because I didn't know where you were going to take that.
No, I wasn't trying to be fucked up about it at all.
I think if you have a good dad who like handy around the house.
Yeah.
You see how they act with your mother.
Just like a good role model.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's not a lot of good role model fathers, at least right now.
I can't wait for this generation to have kids and just see how fucked up everything is.
Here's the thing. Like,
That's
think about it.
nice.
Like someone from our generation is going to be fucking president one day.
Yeah,
That scares me.
We might not have a country by the time that happens.
That too.
Yeah.
Where do you think this country goes in 20 years? Do you think the world even exists in 20 years?
I think it exists, but I do believe that the elites of the world control everything at that point. One complete currency, one global government. I think that's the ultimate goal of the so-called elites.
We're gonna be more than an hour.
Who's the elites? Putin?
No.
No.
The World Economic
I know,
Forum.
I know.
It's crazy how there's like one German guy at the head of like everything. Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, the guy that like controls at least the guy that like we think controls everything.
You also have to look at the Rothschild family and the Rockefeller family.
Definitely.
Those family ties, they definitely have a lot of say.
Absolutely.
It's so crazy. There's, the conspiracy. We talked about this a little bit, about like the Illuminati conspiracies and stuff like that. And like, I don't know about you guys. We briefly touched on it, but like I definitely believe in a lot of that shit. I don't go as far as to say like the Democrats are like lizard people or whatever. But like there's too many coincidences.
Yeah.
And especially with like the Epstein stuff coming out about celebrities flying to his island, participating in pedophilia and human trafficking, and then Harvey Weinstein, and then all this history going back to like the early 1920s in Hollywood where like girls were forced to like perform sexual acts for roles, like all that coming out. I think there's a lot of truth to it.
There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that's taking place right now, and obviously I'm not entirely sure of what the whole entire scheme is or their plan. Obviously I feel like it's one world government, one currency, they control everything,
a social credit score.
Yes. But why else would the Epstein stuff be released? All this talk about UFOs and aliens and all that stuff. Do you think it's a coincidence all that stuff is just being released? I think, that's a distraction.
I was thinking about this too on the way here. And I feel like the Epstein stuff, like there was so much evidence that the public like wouldn't be able to turn a blind eye to, but they kind of underplayed it because it definitely wasn't just him.
Absolutely.
In terms of the UFO stuff, I definitely think it's all fake misinformation to kind of throw us off from like, what if the United States is making these weapons and like they're just like, oh, they're UFOs, but like this is a supersonic missile that doesn't even like make sense in terms of like modern science.
Oh, they're 100% high technology like that. And I'm not saying it's super advanced, like where you can travel the speed of light. We just don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely would say we're hiding stuff. We're hiding a bunch of things.
We have to. It's crazy. And like the Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah.
I don't even know, like we don't even talk about it anymore because like the news cycle is just refreshed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It always keeps us busy, preoccupied. Once that dies down, then another thing is released and another. And it's just a pattern that a lot of people are starting to realize now.
Thank God.
I know. Thank God for the internet. But they're trying to regulate that too.
Yeah.
At first it was like the Wild West, but then Facebook, and I don't think it just happened a couple of years ago. I think it's been building. But like there was a time when like you would be censored on Facebook if you shared anything about the lab leak theory.
Yeah.
But now it's not a theory. Now it's
facts.
It's pretty, for the most part, fact.
For the most part, facts, yeah.
And it's like crazy. Steve Will Do It got removed from YouTube and nobody knows why. It was like some copyright thing that doesn't really make sense to me.
It's because he used a gambling website. Like was sponsored. I believe he was sponsored by a gambling website, but he didn't blur out the .com portion. And I watched a podcast where Steve Will Do It was on it, and that's what he said. Like, they took him down because of that.
Damn.
That's so fucking stupid, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't take out the .com portion, that means your entire channel can get banned? I don't agree with that
Especially
at all.
because it was so big. I mean, you have Steve Will Do It literally did an interview with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That got taken down. I was luckily able to watch that entire thing.
It's still on their website. You could find it there.
But it got
it's still
taken,
there?
Yeah, it got taken down from YouTube, though.
20 million views and probably like, what was it? It might have been 4 hours.
Yeah, it was
something crazy. Jinx, sort of.
Close enough. That was adorable.
Yeah. But like, I don't agree with much of what he says, but like Andrew Tate, for example, right? Like, they didn't just ban him from social media. I believe his bank accounts were frozen too, right? And I mean, now he's in jail.
They won't let him out.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I don't think the guy's a role model. When you pay like girls and stuff to like, what do they even do? Like, they were just like in chat rooms and shit, and like he was like making money off of them stripping, essentially.
Yeah.
Basically,
For like
yes.
OnlyFans or whatever. So that's not ethical.
I don't think he's like the best. I don't think he's really that much of a role model. Some of the content that Tate has released, absolutely 100% true. Like how men should embrace some of their masculinity, and also like, you know, be strong in the head, like get yourself right, have a healthy body, relationship, all that stuff, and get your money right. All that's like, that's true.
And I feel like going back to like this whole conspiracy about the Illuminati and a one world government, and the reason that it's like this now, where like society is pushing more of like a feminine perspective and forcing masculinity to kind of like go away, is because they probably want more. They don't want like friction when they try and take over.
Yes.
So if you remove masculinity, that ability to provide and like fight against any wrongdoing and protect, if you remove that, then it's more easy to take over a society.
Exactly, because a lot of people just do what they're told,
Yeah.
no matter what. They think that the media completely tells the truth when it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and especially males, how we have more of an instinct to fight.
Yes.
You know, for good or for bad. I mean, a lot of times I get a lot of guys in lots of trouble with just like this irrational thought.
Yeah.
This like caveman mentality that's been here for however long humans have been on this earth. But it's kind of scary, bro. Especially like if you look regarding like how masculinity has been pushed to the side, and like the amount of people that have. I don't want to sound controversial here because I don't want to sound like this. I mean, I'll just say it, like how transgenderism has like rose in the past 15 years. I don't have any numbers, but it's become such a more common thing now. And like transgender, you're non-binary, you're asexual. Part of it, I believe, is like, it's just people putting definitions on stuff that's already been there. It didn't really need a definition prior. But like other times, it's like you're literally talking a child into cutting off their dick. And we're treating it as like that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't agree with like the surgeries under 18.
No, I don't either.
You're post 18, you do what you want. That's completely fine.
Once you become an adult, that's your choice.
Yeah, but parents pushing this on people because society's telling them that that's the right thing. I saw
a TikTok family that said that their 3-year-old, it might have been even younger.
Move a little bit closer just so you can get.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was.
It's all good.
I got comfortable.
It's okay.
I saw a TikTok family that like they have a really young daughter or son that was transgender, and like because he wanted to wear a dress or something, that they're just full blown. Okay, we're gonna change your name. You're transgender. Blah blah blah. Like relax.
Kids just do stuff.
I told my mom one time that I wanted to be a girl, and I remember her face, and she stopped and she goes, "What do you mean?" And I was just like, "I just want to be able to pee sitting down."
I was raised to.
That was literally all it was. Oh, I know you were, but I'm saying like, I mean, you think I say, okay, I just wanted to pee sitting down, and my mom. Could you imagine if my mom was just like, "Oh my God, honey, you can. We'll just cut your dick off. We'll put a wig on you until your hair grows out, and then we'll dress you into, pretty princess stuff, and you'll be a woman.
It's also crazy how like it's being pushed in public schools too.
Yeah.
I say public because I don't know about the private school situation, but like I follow Libs of TikTok on Twitter. I don't know if you know.
We all do.
Yeah. Okay. So what Libs of TikTok is, and I see like time and time again, this is like encouraged in the classroom, and there's videos of like this one teacher in particular I saw yesterday. She was like, the students were like confused on like if I was a boy or a girl, and like, yes, that's the point. We did it. Good job. Like, and celebrating this. It's a little bit weird. And like giving kids like pronouns and stuff and saying like, oh no, like you're trans to like a 5-year-old. I feel like that's not a tad. It's really fucked up.
It is fucked up.
And I feel like as a society, like
there's no business any of that stuff should be discussed.
Yeah.
At that age, especially.
But
Until
then,
they bring it up. There's no reason to put that stuff into your child's head that young.
Exactly.
Then again, it's like this wouldn't be happening unless people wanted it to. The higher ups.
Correct.
Definitely coming from a position where they want society to be weak enough where they can take control. And like in some ways it's visible, but in other ways it's not. Like the whole left versus right thing, Republican versus Democrat, they're really the same. They're
puppets.
War criminals.
They're both corrupt.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't. The Dems are like a bunch of Republicans say the Dems are corrupt, and a bunch of Democrats say the Republicans are corrupt.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're all fucking corrupt.
Yeah.
Like it's just one big circus there.
They're both hypocrites.
Yes.
I've thought this for a while, ever since COVID happened, and obviously the Republican stance on abortion is okay. You shouldn't be able to have abortion. Therefore, we want the government to get involved and tell you that you can't have an abortion. Okay, whatever. And then the Democrats say, okay, we want to force you to take a COVID vaccine that hasn't been proven. There's no studies. It's basically a gene therapy. It hasn't even been, or now it's FDA approved, but at the time it wasn't.
Yeah.
And they were saying, if you don't take this, we're going to fire you from your job, or you would just be pressured if you were at your job. I used to work at a grocery store, and I used to get asked every week because we had a pharmacy like in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And the more as the weeks compounded, like the pharmacist would come up to you, and then coworkers would come up to you, double mask, gloves on the hands, no reason to be doing either, but like pressuring you more intensely. But going back to the point, because I sidetracked a little bit, they're both hypocrites because they both want the government to be involved with your health in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. Where do we go from here?
Down.
You think?
Down. Yeah. We're going to hit rock bottom.
You think we're going to actually have a one world government one day?
I don't know. I mean,
I hope not.
I hope not.
I try not to make it something that you worry about until you have to worry about it, but I definitely think that we're headed in the wrong direction.
100%.
Absolutely.
Of course.
But again, can't worry about it until it happens.
Yeah, I agree.
The life path I'm on right now, I'm going to be gone from all that.
Yeah.
Like
In 20 years?
5 years.
Oh, God.
I'm giving myself a 5-year timetable of, the different things I've taken serious in my life now, like studying about finances, learning about every possible aspect about how to make money and how money works. So my ultimate goal is to move to Dubai, do my own thing, business or anything like that. So
I mean, over there, if you come out as trans, they'll just kill you. So, I mean...
Or if you say you're from America, they might just kill you too.
Or gay, you get dropped off a building.
yeah, but
It's not good. I'm not condoning it. It's just a fact.
Oh my God.
The Saudi Arabians are ruthless over there. Little fuckers. Well, are we about ready to wrap up? Did we not say anything? Anything else you want to say before? Promote your podcast, actually.
well, if you guys want to be inspired, if you guys need me
Now.
now it's the end. But I know a lot of people go through shit in their lives. We all have our struggles, but I just want people to know, like, what my podcast is all about is overcoming your difficulties, embracing, the struggle in general, because that's going to allow you to grow and evolve as a person.
Yeah.
So, I look forward to making more content in the future, and at the end of the day, if I can help make a difference in people's lives, that's the ultimate goal. And I want to leave people with one quote: "You're not a product of your circumstances, you're a product of your decisions."
It's beautiful.
It's a fact, yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, everybody, where can they find the podcast?
Spotify, at The Laykshow. Follow me on Instagram at Dom Layko or at The Laykshow. And soon enough, we'll be on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, and hopefully soon YouTube.
Awesome. Like I said, I look forward to each episode every Monday. Listen to your last episode on Monday. And yeah, it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, bro.